Hello everyone, how are you all? By God's grace, everything is fine from my side. Today, I would like to share one of the good topic. It's not a speech, it's just exchanging the views about the relationships. When we hear the word relationship, most of us immediately think about love, romantic love, the kind we see in movies, songs, and social media posts. We imagine grand gestures, perfect moments, and a life that somehow always feels exciting. But here is the truth, friends. Relationships are not built on perfection. They are built on understanding, effort, patience, and sometimes unforgettable or uncomfortable honesty. Today, I just want to share with you all what relationships really are. Not the fantasy or not the fantasy version, but the real meaningful, sometimes messy, but deeply rewarding reality. Let's start with a simple question. You can answer it too. What makes a relationship last? Is it love alone? Or is it something deeper? Love is not enough. Viewers, love is not enough in our life. This might sound surprising for you all, but love alone is not enough to sustain a relationship. You can love someone deeply and still struggle to communicate with them. You can care about someone and still hurt them unintentionally. You can feel emotionally connected and still drift apart over time. Why does this happen? Because relationships are not just about feelings. They are about skills. Yes, skills. Communication is a skill. Listening is a skill. Managing emotions is a skill. Respecting differences is a skill. Without these, even the strongest feelings can fade or turn into frustration. Right? What do you say? Communication, the heart of every relationship. If there is one thing that can either build or break a relationship, it is communication. But communication is not just about talking, it's about understanding. Many people think they are good communicators because they express their thoughts very clearly. But real communication happens when the other person feels heard. Let me repeat that. Communication is not about being right, it's about being understood and making the other person feel understood too. Sometimes, instead of listening to understand, we listen to respond. We wait for our turn to speak. We prepare for our defense. We focus on winning the argument instead of solving the problem, right? But relationships are not competitions. You don't win when your partner loses. You don't win when your friend feels unheard. You don't win when silence replaces conversation. You win when both people feel respected. Then, trust is the foundation. Imagine building a house on weak ground. No matter how beautiful the house looks, it will eventually collapse. Same thing with human beings also. Trust is the foundation of every strong relationship. And trust is not built overnight. It is built in small moments. Keeping your promises, being honest even when it's difficult, showing up when it matters, being consistent. But trust is fragile. It can take years to build and seconds to break. And once broken, it does not magically come back. It takes effort, time, and genuine change. That's why honesty matters not just when it's convenient, but especially when it's comfortable. The power of small things. This is very, very important, I feel, friends. We often think relationships need big gestures, expensive gifts, dramatic surprises, or grand declarations of love. No, but in reality, it's the small things that matter the most. A simple, how was your day? A message checking in, remembering something important, saying thank you or I appreciate you, all small things. These small acts create emotional connection, like how we are connecting now through this video and sharing our thoughts, right? Over time, they build a sense of security, a feeling that someone truly cares. Then we have healthy conflict sounds like I feel hurt when this happens instead of you always do this. Our conversation will be like this. It's about expressing emotions without blaming. Okay, so the next one is respect, the silent strength. Love can be loud, it can be expressive, emotional, and visible, but respect is quiet and even more powerful. Respect means valuing the other person's opinions. It is not a big thing. Accepting differences, giving space when needed, not trying to control or change someone completely. Without respect, love becomes suffocating. Then, now, growth together, not apart. One of the biggest challenges in relationship is change. People change, priorities change, life changes. The question is, do you grow together or do you grow apart? Strong relationships are not static, they evolve. Supporting each other's growth is essential because growth is not a threat to a relationship, it's an opportunity to strengthen it. Then, the important one, self-love matters too. Here is something we often forget. You cannot build a healthy relationship if you are not at peace with yourself. How far it's true, friends? I think you all have experienced this. If you depend on someone else for your happiness, you put pressure on the relationship. No one can be your everything. A strong relationship is made of two whole individuals, not two incomplete people trying to fix each other. Then, letting go. That is also one of the important. The final thought is relationships are not perfect. They are not always easy. But they are also one of the most meaningful parts of our life. So, at the end of the day, what we remember is not the arguments, the misunderstandings, or the difficult moments. We remember how someone made us feel safe, valued, understood. So, if there is one thing I want you to take away from this talk, it is this. A strong relationship is not about finding the perfect person, it's about building something real with an imperfect person. So, be kind, be patient, communicate openly, respect deeply. I think you all got it. Let's have a good life. Let's have a good relationship. Thank you so much.